everyone, it's Chelsea from Capricious Chelsea, and I know that I am not completely, what's the word I'm looking for, consistent with this. So I just did a tutorial slash reading for one of my friends. It's August 1st, so I figured I'd do a month. So if I end up doing, a week or something later, at least I've already done the month, kind of thing. So I am not promising to be consistent with this, but when I think about it, I'll go ahead and do it. All right, so the month of August seems pretty promising. It seems to be a lot about rebirth and going after your aspirations and your dreams. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the overall energy, which is the Prince of Cups. So this is a kind of like a knight, if you will. So, he's coming in, and it can either be a person or it could just be a scenario of like this whirlwind of, passion and love. And that's pretty much it. That like fire coming in, but it's with the magical map shifter. And that's not negative or anything, but it's really just talking about rebirth, right? So you're kind of going through growing pains while you're pursuing your passions, okay? So the keys to what we're going to end up seeing really is that stop being stubborn. Growing pains hurt, but it's all worth it, okay? And so that is kind of your overall energy of the month, is just dealing with the discomfort and being teachable and just getting out there, okay? All right, so the first week is going to be death, all right? And so when people see death, they think, totally horrible card, right? But think of a phoenix, like you're going through changes, or like a butterfly, you have to end up turning into that goo first and going into a cocoon before you can actually turn into the beautiful butterfly. So that's what death really is about. It's about metamorphosis. It's about growing pains, or growing, all right? And so it's coupled with your education card, and it's in reverse. So once again, we're talking about being stubborn, okay? It's a know-it-all. It's somebody who acts like they have all the answers and they don't. And so you're resisting, what it looks like is that in the beginning, you're going to be resisting that change. You're going to be resisting that breakdown, okay? And you need to be teachable. Okay, that's the message of that first week. And remember, sorry, I should have said energy is fluid, so this could have already started, or it could be starting, a little bit later. So give it some time to see, where you fit in. But yeah, don't resist what's happening. What's happening has a purpose, okay? All right, so the next card is going to be the Nine of Cups, which is happiness. All right, so we're getting into that warm, fuzzy feeling where you have, your friends, your family, you feel supported, okay? It's a good feeling. You might not have everything you need. You might be struggling in some areas, but you know that you have some comfort. You feel comforted, okay? And it's coupled with encouragement. And so that is basically saying that the universe, God, whoever, you look to, they have your back, okay? You know that you're supported. And so that encouragement is the nudge to say, I'm going to need you to follow your dreams. Like, I'm going to need you to stop worrying and start going towards what you know that you need to do. Okay? That's all that is. All right. So the next is going to be the Ace of Cups. All right. Ace of Cups energy is going to be a loving energy. It's going to be a passionate energy. So either we're talking about crushing goals, dreams that you have, or we're talking about a romance. Okay. Or it could be both. Who knows? You could be one lucky person. All right. What's connected to it is going to be intentions, all right? So it's all about, what you've set up in life, what you've been focusing on, all right? So remember that you want to be focusing on positive things, try to keep negativity, out. If you're sitting here, thinking about what you don't want, that's what you attract. So in this case, flip it. Instead of saying what you don't want, you can go ahead and restructure that into what you do want. It doesn't matter, because it seems like whatever your intention is, whatever it is that you've been focusing on, what your goal is, it's coming into fruition. And these are two positive cards together. So yeah, just keep going. So basically what it seems like is that you got that encouragement, you took off with it, and now you're running with whatever it is that you're passionate about. Okay. All right. So the next one is going to be the universe or the world card. Okay. That is usually talking about the completion of a cycle, the end of a cycle, an end of a phase, and getting ready to start the full card, the journey all over again, right? So this is usually that part. However, you've got the mountain and reverse, which is basically like a hurdle. Okay, it's straight up mountain. Okay, and so what it's saying is now is not the time to keep pushing forward, because it's a battle that you can't win. All right, so you started up, you were doing really well, but there's a hurdle, right? And so instead of being stubborn and then trying to keep going and going and going, you have to get back to that education part. All right, and take time to assess the situation and wait for an actual opening rather than, pushing forward. Remember that this is not denied, it's only delayed. You do have the completion card. It's just going to take a little time, and you have to be patient, because the universe, God, they know more than you do. Okay? And what you may think is the best way may not be the best way at all, and could keep you from having an even better result. So be patient. Okay. All right. So I pulled a message from the universe, or a what do we need to do card, if you will. And I pulled it from Yogic Path. Oh yeah, so where are my cards? Sorry, sidetracked. So I just got this new deck, so Urban Tarot, so that's what I'm using as my main deck. And I almost always use my Enchanted Map as my clarifiers. And so this is also a brand new deck, which is the Yogic Path, because I'm a yogi. Okay. All right, so the card that I pulled is the Tapas card, and I'm just going to read it because it is awesome, and it pretty much just symbolizes everything that I just said. All right, so you've gotten where you are because of your discipline, Tapas, and this will continue to take you where you need to go. While discipline sounds like a heavy word, it is really just committing to becoming the highest version of yourself. The next evolvement will require refinement in your inner strength. You are undergoing deep transformations, stepping outside of your comfort zone, gaining strength, moving through fear. Now is the time to ask yourself important questions. What practices have I committed to? What practices do I still need to commit to? Is my daily routine serving me? How can I improve it? Where do I need to set boundaries in my life to further align with my truth? Am I showing up for myself the way I would a friend or a child? Okay? All right, so that is basically your quick, under 10 minutes, probably going to go over a little bit, but under 10-minute reading for the month of August. Sounds pretty awesome. Go ahead, take that time for yourself that you need, because it sounds like growing pains, but it also sounds like victory. Okay? Stay well and be blessed. Bye.